Hey, lovely people, a pleasant evening to everybody. So, lovely people, very serious matter. Wow, I was watching the news and the reporter was interviewing the mother of the fatally deceased former contestant in the Miss Jamaica Universe, I think it was. What's her name again? I think it's Tara Spalding. And boy, the mother could barely answer the questions. At one point, I said, reporter, read the room. I was saying read the room. She can barely go. Asked if she had gotten counseling. She said yes. Did it work? She said, basically, it's like, what kind of question is that? It obviously didn't work. She didn't say that, but she just said no. But the way how she paused, because, it's like that is the answer she really wanted to give. And it is a real sad reality. It is a sad, sad reality. What kind of bothered me about that situation, though, is this. And I don't know if I should say bothered, but what concerned me and kind of opened up a can of worms. I was listening to a man speaking, someone who seems to be very familiar with the family. And, he was encouraging, he was saying, young people, listen, if you're going through something, I think he hosts pageants as well. Yeah. So he's familiar with her because I think she had entered something in his pageant and so forth. So he was encouraging young people to, if you're going through some sort of challenge or difficulty, please don't hesitate to seek help. And beautiful people, ordinarily, immediately I would say yes to that, which I probably, in a sense, would say yes to. Because I would choose the lesser of the two. I would choose something that is not as devastating, and that is that you don't end up getting rid of your own self. So seek help if it is even just to save your life for the moment, and then you take it further in saving your life psychologically, mentally, emotionally, financially, and every way that you need. But the reason why I have mixed feelings is this. The reality is that you really cannot trust people. They may end up making things worse for you, and you end up just ending it all. The Bible said none is good, no, not one. People are very disingenuous. I don't know how they have mastered the art of playing hypocrite. I can't fathom it. How they have the strength without their consciences really squeezing them to be laughing with you, to be giggling with you, knowing that they don't like you, knowing that whatever you share with them, they're going to use it to their advantage and to the victim's disadvantage. The number of young people, I remember when I was younger, I if I ever made the mistake of sharing the difficulties in different ways that I experienced, especially with the fact of growing in a single parent home, mighty goodness gracious. Oh, how I would be scandalized. And I'm going to tell you a reality, especially by church people. Some of them, not all, but quite a number of them, many of them are the most dangerous set of people on the planet. The most dangerous. Remember, it was the same religious people who said that Jesus had the spirit of Beelzebub, which is the chief of Satan. And Jesus said, it's almost like he's saying, you sound like an oaf. You sound like your emotional intelligence is gone, or your intelligence quotient is gone. Because why would Satan be building up his own kingdom and trying to be building up God's kingdom? Why would a kingdom be divided against itself? Does that make sense to you? And they had to really pull back because they realized the nonsense and the folly. And he said, basically, be careful. Whatever else he said. And then he said, because if you blaspheme against the Holy Spirit, then there is no forgiveness. As the chapter continues, you have to be very careful. Because that was malevolent, it was rude, it was disrespectful. And the reality is that you cannot trust people with personal information. It can and will be used against you, unfortunately. even so-called seeking professional help. When, like the girl probably would have to go to a different country altogether to get that professional help where she's not known. Because anyhow she goes to somebody where she's known, oh Lord, you can't. People name people in it because they're trained. They could have trained. They could have trained. They could have. I mean, I don't even know what word to use. They could have trained a little more. Them name human beings. I know of. There. I know of a particular person who is more than a trained clinical psychologist. I think evil as they come, wicked, brilliant, but evil as they come. I would not trust that person if I'm defecating and I see them come. I sit right down in it. Yes, I could make them see. Can't make them see. They would scandalize my name. People are evil. So I have mixed feelings because at the same time, I don't want the person to end his or her life. I want the individual to seek help, professional help that will not just help them for the moment, but will take them, where they become better. They're able to manage their stressors and stressful situation, because the reality is that you will never escape challenges. And one of the things I figure the counseling would do is to strengthen you so that you handle challenges better, because they will come. You cannot escape them. They're like death. It's a must. Death challenges, they are sure. Every human being will go through it. So it's like a mixed feeling. My you have to really weigh the pros and the cons. You'd have to really pray and seek divine intervention and say, God, lead me to the right people. Because, people are so diabolical. So many young people don't seek help because of the judgmental, prejudicial, discriminatory, and biased nature, unfair nature, unjust nature of many people, especially those who say they're of the cloth, especially those who say they're of God, who claim that they name the name of Christ. Lord, I never see gossipers, so slanderers, propaganda people, terrible human beings. I'm afraid of many of them. Dangerous. So it's not that some of these young people do not want to seek help. They can't trust the shadow of a dark. Can't trust. People are hip. I never see pretense like I've seen in this country. I've never seen pretense like I've seen in this country. And disrespect and rudeness. I saw a young lady speaking, fairly young lady, and she said that some Jamaicans, not all, but quite many of them are very rude and disrespectful. And I said to myself, where is the lie? Not all. She didn't, and she had to say again, she had to do videos and videos saying, I did not say all. I didn't speak in the absolute. I said some. In her case, many. And I guess whoever squealed, the rock stone dropped on their toes and burst the corns and hurt the bunions. Disrespectful. So can you imagine if so many people are like that? Terrible human beings. How you go tell your challenge and trouble when you go tell them go scandalize you. And two, if they're able to help, will they help depending on her whatever her problem was or her problems were? If they're able to help, will they help? I won't tell anybody that they must not seek help, but this is for those who are spiritual. Pray, ask God for divine intervention to guide you to the right person. The reality is that people aren't easy. You have to know exactly what it is that you're doing. Yeah, you have to know exactly what it is that you are doing. Because we live in a real world, The Bible said none is good, no, not one. Can't trust the shadow of a dark. Sorry, it is what it is. But seek help though. Seek help, seek help, seek help. The right help. Guys, you know what to do with TikTok and YouTube. Subscribe, give me one of those lions.